Hello, Rob Williamson, Santa Rosa County Commissioner for District 4 with an update here at the base of the Navarre Beach Bridge. And I hope that everybody has a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day weekend. Make sure to thank a veteran for what they make possible for us, that I can sit in this vehicle a free man, and that you allow me the opportunity to represent you. I thought it was appropriate to give the update here with the at the Navarre Beach Causeway at the foot of the bridge, with the area that formerly had the original iconic Welcome to Navarre Beach sign. And there has been so much information, and social media is blowing up about the sign and what happened to the sign, and what's the status, where are we going from here. There was one sign up that we didn't like, and where is it, and where's the old one? So I felt it would be best if you just heard it from me. So here we go. After noticing some of the social media outrage really last night, I thought it was a little bit different than folks maybe complaining about something, or they were just not happy with the new logo or the new brand or the new slogan. Really, that wasn't it. What I was seeing on social media, I think what we were all seeing on social media last night, was that when the new signage went up in some of the spots around the county, like the western entrance to the beach or at the boat ramp, there was a few comments here or there that maybe that you would anticipate seeing anytime you change anything, that you're going to get that. Some folks are going to be against no matter what you do. But this was different. When the old sign, or the original Welcome to Navarre Beach sign, was removed, that was different. That, to me, the posts that I was reading, and they were 99%, I can't really recall seeing a post of somebody saying that they were fine with that sign being removed. It was overwhelming, and it was obvious to me that I can't speak for the other leaders, but I could definitely see that from that, I underestimated the strong emotional connection that the Navarre community and many of us have to the Welcome to Navarre Beach sign. And that became obvious the more I started reading the posts. And yes, I do read all of the posts. I did read all of them. I think we're close to 600 now on one of the posts. And I think one of the gentlemen that was that had made the original post said it best when he said that this isn't just a sign. It's more than a sign. This is, to many people, a symbol of home to them. And that, you know, in some way, maybe folks felt a little disrespected that it was removed. And that's why I thought it was important for me to come down and take a look at it myself. You know, how bad is this temporary sign that was put up? And that was not a board decision. The board did approve adding 9 new signs in support of our tourism rebranding effort. And this was an ongoing effort that was more than a year in progress, with meetings with the Tourist Development Council and the Navarre Beach leaseholders and Beach Beautification Committee. And we had public town halls that put this out. I've had numerous Facebook updates about it. We've had public meetings as we've continued to develop this, and there was testing with focus groups that was done. And that's how we ultimately ended up with this new slogan of Florida's most relaxing place. And I realize that it's new and that some of you may not be 100% behind it just yet, but it did test favorably, and we know that it will be successful with the potential visitors that are looking to come here. That said, the signage effort was a part of that, but what the board approved was not what I saw when I came out here last night. Last night, what I saw was a thin, cheap-looking metal temporary sign. And as your neighbor and the one that you allow to represent you, I felt that it was pretty clear that that was an embarrassment to you and to me. I didn't feel that that was a good representation of our community. And here we're heading into the Memorial Day weekend, and that's going to be what folks see when they go over to the beach, is that thin, cheap-looking sign. So I know there are many of you that feel and have felt for quite some time that Navarre doesn't get any respect, that you don't have anybody fighting or advocating for you, and that a lot of the revenue that is generated here is not reinvested here, certainly not as well as it could be, and that is a very real concern. And so when something like this happens, that just adds to it. That just makes it that much worse. And I think that there's an obligation. That's one of the reasons I ran for office. There's an obligation. If you want to represent this community, you better be able to, and you better be willing to defend this community. And that means sometimes making decisions like I did last night that I knew I was going to take some heat for. But at the end of the day, I felt like there were hundreds of you out there saying clearly what you wanted, and what you were seeing there at the former Welcome to Navarre Beach sign wasn't it. So that sign has been removed. The temporary sign has been removed. I have requested to the county administrator today that we return the old, or the original, Welcome to Navarre Beach sign, and that we refurbish it, get it cleaned up, get it repainted, and that as much as we want to support the new slogan and the new branding effort, because we have a responsibility to continue growing and providing for the future, to keep our taxes low, to keep working on growing our tourism economy, to provide additional jobs and support the small businesses that depend on that continued growth of our tourism economy. We also have to have a balance there and strike the balance and make sure that we're respectful of the history and the landmarks like the Welcome to Navarre Beach sign that is more than just a sign, that we have to be respectful of that as well. And I feel as though that is an easy fix. We can use the new signs when they come because they were damaged. That's why staff had decided to put up the temporary sign, not wanting to leave it blank heading into the Memorial Day weekend. Ultimately, I thought it was better that there would be no sign than what we had up there last night. And from the response I've received, it looks like hundreds of you agree with me. But bottom line, when the new signs come in, we could place those signs at the entrance to the parking for Navarre Beach. So there will be no money wasted. The signs will be utilized, or can be utilized, in a good location. We can support the new brand, continue to grow our tourism, but we can also respect and honor where we came from, and that is to return the original sign. Look, I do these videos off the cuff. They're not, scripted, so I'm sorry for going long on this one. I did want to let you know finally that I just finished up a on-camera interview with WEAR that's supposed to air here at 6 o'clock tonight. And I know that there are some that look for every opportunity, or look to use every opportunity for their own benefit, not for the community, but they look for opportunities, and that's the unfortunate business of politics. And it's not something that I like about this job. I kind of think that when you decide to serve an organization, that you have to make it about the organization first. But there are some that want to use every opportunity they can to turn something like this, which is your representative defending you and responding to your interests, something that hasn't happened in quite some time, and they want to turn that into something that it's not. the naysayers and some of those folks that are going to be negative, and they've been a negative influence on this community for some time, they will probably try to tell you that what I did last night was wrong. Well, I have to tell you that I'd do it again right now. And I wouldn't hesitate, because Navarre needs a leader that's willing to put Navarre's interests ahead of their own. And I hope that you're beginning to see, and to see the trust and starting to build trust in me, that during my first 2.5 years in office, that you have seen me make a ton of mistakes, but you've also seen me work hard every day to put Navarre first. I really appreciate the opportunity that you give me to serve. And as long as you'll allow me to do so, I'm going to be fighting for you, and I'm not going to apologize for doing so. And if there are those out there that want to make hay on that, and they want to have a look at me moment or try to promote themselves at my expense, bring it on. We're going to keep moving forward. Lastly, I hope that many of you have the opportunity to make it out here Monday at 11 a.m. We will have the Memorial Day remembrance. If you see a veteran, folks, please thank them. They make everything we enjoy here living in this amazing country and this amazing county, they make it all possible for us. Please keep sending the emails and the messages. I love reading them all. And if you need anything, give me a call. Have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy the time with your family. Bye.